Welcome everybody, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost. Hey, do you want to make some really fun and really easy and full of variety altered paper clips? Well, I got a whole bushel full of ideas here to show you. So let's take a peek. So the first one is a very basic and simple idea. And basically all of these work on the same basic idea. They just change a little bit as we do things. And you're going to see how to take one concept and use it in many different ways. So I hope this is another one of these ideas that will help spur your creativity and your imagination when you're thinking, what on earth am I going to make? What am I going to put in my junk journal? Well, how about this cute little Admit One ticket? All right, let me show you how to do this. So let's say you have your junk journal here and you want to put something cute in it. I'm just going to move this one because it's still wet. Okay. And here's a page, and you want to add this little add-on, but you do not want to glue it to a page. So you think, hey, I can paperclip it. Pam always says you can paperclip it. But what if you want to have some fun with your paper clips? What if you just don't want to have the same old paperclip, like a regular traditional paperclip showing like this? You know, maybe you want to spruce things up, have a little fun, go out on the edge because you're feeling wild and dandy. Okay, so we're going to take this very simple little guy, and this guy, I'm going to use this size for this demonstration. I'm just going to measure these because everybody's going to want to know, what size are the paper clips that you're using? These are like 1 inch and just a little longer than 3/4, so probably like 7/8 or something like that. Around the 1 3/4 to 1 7/8 inch paper clips, jumbo paper clips. Paper clips come in all different sizes, and they will all work. So I like to use that when it's a good middle of the road. And I turned it into this guy. So now when I clip him, he looks like that. So it's just like a little added extra dimension to your junk journal, something fun. And so there you go. So let's go ahead and make a bushel full of these, because be forewarned, these are like potato chips. Once you make one, you feel compelled to make many because they're so easy and so much fun. So here's the basic idea, and just let me show you some other prototypes here. Okay, so I'm just going to show you these quickly, and I'll show you how to make these. Okay, you come to me, you come to me. Okay, I'm feeling lazy, you come to me. This little guy is from a DigiKit. Okay, this is what they look. This is the simple version, so there is exposed paperclip on the back, but it's very easy to do. And this little guy, okay, that's what he looks like on the back. This little guy made from some vintage dictionary page. Okay. This little guy made from a DigiKit picture. Very cute. Him on the back, very simple. This little guy made from a calendar. Yeah, an old calendar. Somebody was asking me, what can you do with old calendars? Lots of things. Calendars are paper, and wherever we can use paper, we can make things. So here is, I'll shrink it a little bit. These are made from stamps. Okay, just a collection of stamps, and I put them on both sides just for some visual interest. That would look really cool on a page just by itself. Let me show you. Okay, I'll show you. Here you go. And they're very easy to operate. They just slide right on. And I'll show you how to make it easy for you and for your receivers of your journals. Okay, this little guy. This little guy is sewn. I'll show you how to sew it. You don't have to sew it, but I'll show you why I sewed it. And the big finale, the round one. So you're not restricted by shape, which is kind of fun with these guys. Okay, so you can do all sorts of different things on the back. Very easy and very fun. So let's make some, yay! Okay, all right, so let me just clear the decks here a little bit, and we will go ahead and make the most simple one initially. They're all simple. Okay, let me clarify. They're all simple. Let me come down a little closer, I can't see a thing. You're way too far away. Okay, here's the paper clip. That's what we're working with. What did I start with this guy? I started with something that looked like this. Okay, so he was attached at the ends like that. Okay, so now here's the deal. This is so easy, it's ridiculous. Okay, so all you do, this is the way I do it. There's a million and one ways to do this, but you have your little loop and your big loop. You want to keep your little loop on the inside. Okay, you can also keep your big loop on the inside and do it that way. I prefer the big loop to be on the outside. Why? Because it gives me more grabbing potential. Let's say I want to really clip in something that's clunky or maybe a little bit thicker. I've got more grabbing space with the big loop. I go for little guy in the middle, big guy on the outside. Okay, So what we're going to do is we're going to take our, are you going to, I thought little Snuffer was going to have a word to say. I'm going to take the little loop, I'm going to slide it on and keep it on the inside. Okay, let me back up a little so you can see. Okay, so he's on the inside, right? Now the trick, I think the trick is Scotch tape. Now you can also use washi tape here, but I find that Scotch tape is good. It's a little stronger than washi tape. So I would probably, if you have some old Scotch tape lying around, and I do have apparently some very old Scotch tape lying around, and you're just going to Scotch tape it on. That is going to secure the paper clip from not moving. Now to glue, now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to glue this on here, and that's going to be the front. Okay, so I'm going to grab some Fabrifix glue. You can use any glue here. A white glue would work just fine. Just going to go around here. You don't need a lot of glue really. Honestly, just around the perimeter is just fine. And you close it up and everything, and you're done. I mean, that's pretty much it. Now, so let me give you the big shoe. Here it is, and here's the back. So you just slide it onto your paper like this. It's very easy. Okay. All right, so you can, I made a whole bushel full of these, and I'm still going through them, and it's really neat to have them at the ready. Okay, so let's have some fun. Let me show you some different ways to do this. Sometimes when you're working with tickets, they're not always connected on the north or south end. Sometimes they're connected on the sides, like this one. Okay, and I have another example of that. I have this ticket. It is also connected on the side. So you can do the exact same thing. All right, let's get a paper clip. I've got a bushel full here. Maybe we'll do a black one this time. Okay, I'm going to put the on, you can do it on the back, I would say would be easier. Put your small one in the center. Okay, get your tape, which is right here, right in front of me, and just get a piece about the length of your paper clip. Oh, and you can readjust if you have to, because sometimes I need to do that. Okay, get it all nice and stuck down. And now this time, instead of bottom up, we're going to go side closure. And that's going to give us our paper clip. Okay, so here, just come around here, do a little bit of here. You don't really need a whole lot. And you just close it up. And you're done. And you're done your paper clip. Now, if you... I don't mind if there's a tail showing, because that's going to be behind the paper or whatever I'm clipping it onto, so you don't really see it when you put it on. But you can also make these longer so that nothing shows, and I'll show you how to do that. So here we have two ticket ones, it's ticket style, very easy to do. Anybody can do these. I think you can buy these rolls of tickets in Walmart. You can definitely get them online anywhere. But yeah, they are fun to work with in junk journals, because they can be made to look old and you can have a lot of fun with them. Okay, so here we go. See, I think I got these in Walmart. I think so. That would work the same way. Okay, so that's the ticket one. All right, let's move on to the next one. The next one is this little guy. Okay, I'm going to show you how to age this guy. He's just a funny little picture from one of my DigiKits, and I thought he might be fun to try. So sometimes maybe you don't know what to do with the little pictures. So let me find a little picture. I have some examples here somewhere. Hold on. All right, let's look at Granny here. She came from the Tea Time DigiKit, and I am just going to cut her out quickly. And I'm going to keep her length. It would probably be better if I used a cutter, because being straight here would be advantageous. But I'm going to trim the edges. So, okay, now you are not limited by how wide you are. Okay, no, maybe not. Maybe you are, but your altered paperclip is not. Okay, it can be as wide as you like. So I may narrow this one up a little bit just for its look, but you know that's fine as is. Okay, so now what we want to do is that we want to do a bit of a fold. Let's say we're going to fold Granny. Oh, I don't know. Let's fold Granny. We just got Granny's head, but that's the way this picture comes out. Let's see if we can get one with more picture. Oh, how about this one? Oh, we lose most of your head. Hold on. Okay, so let's say you have a couple DigiKit pictures that look like this, and maybe you want to make a really cool paperclip out of them, something along the idea of this little guy. It's going to be the same concept. This one might be just a little bit bigger. So basically what you do is you fold it in half. Okay, so you bring your back as high as your front. So these two are the same height. Okay, and then what you do is just give it a nice fold, and then maybe you want to come along and ink it up a little bit. You could round the edges, you could do all sorts of fun stuff. And actually, maybe we'll do that on this one. It might look really pretty with rounded edges. All right, let me get my little edge rounder. It is right here. It is, where are you? Where are you? No, hey, what? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There you are. All right. You can be at one of two places, and he was in place number 2. So this is my crocodile corner chomper, in case anybody's wondering what this is. The crocodile corner chomper. And there we go. So I'm just going to round the edges to give it a little bit of flair. We like a little flair every once in a while, eh? And, whoop, the Canadian me just came out. Hey? All right, there we go. And, okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to open it up. And we're going to put the little guy inside. Remember, little guy inside on the back. Little guy inside on the back. Okay, that's probably the easiest way to remember. Going to use our secret weapon, the Scotch tape. Also could use washi tape. And then we'll use glue of choice. I am using Fabrifix glue. I'm just going to come around here. And then I'm going to seal it up. Okay, so there, I'm done. Yay! I mean, that wasn't hard, right? And it's a great way to use up little pictures and things like that. Now, these I have printed out on cardstock, so that makes a nice thickness for your paper clip if you want to do things like that. And if you don't have cardstock, I'll show you some options. So cardstock is like thick paper, okay? There. So easy to use, right? And then you can tuck things under it. I mean, look, there, nice piece of paper. Oh, look at that, it's tucked that. So it's very functional. And these are just so pretty. I mean, they're so pretty. Okay, now, what did I do with this one that I wanted to show you? I roughed up its edges to give it a little bit of an aged look. So I've already inked it. And I could do multiple ink colors to give it an aged look. Let's see, where's my green dauber? That's pink. Okay, getting closer. I can feel, what's that? Okay, there's this. Oh, sorry. It's one of those reckless abandon days in here today. Let me tell you, I'm just going to put a little extra green on here because I think that just, like the brown and the green add some nice aging look. Yeah, looks like a little algae. Okay, there we go. All right, so if you want to make it look a little bit more aged, you can take a craft knife or a pair of scissors or something like that. And you just do this. Let me see if I can go a little closer so you can see. A bit closer. Oh, that's really close. Okay, but you're going to really see. See? Okay, let me bring the desk down and then move this up just a smidge. You guys are just a tad close. Okay, yeah? Okay, I think we're still good, right? Recording? Yep, we're good. Okay, so, like so. Back up a bit, kind of close now. Okay. Scrape, 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 scrape. Scrape. Can you see that? Let me get closer. There. See that? Make it stiff, okay? Hold the paper stiff. That's going to get you more rough edges. Now all of a sudden you've got this really cool little weathered piece that looks very neat in your book, okay? You can do the back too. Doesn't take much, but holding it stiff makes the difference. That's where you get some traction. Now, once you reveal more of the white and you've got a nice ruffled edge there, you can come back and ink it some more if you want to get more of a roughy look. And sometimes coming around with some black will give it like a really cool little finish. Yeah, it'll bring up intensity and darkness, and it'll take the little ratty edges where we want them to go. So the more pop, the darker the color. Okay, a little bit of an example. And here's the other one, so you can see two of those done side by side. Okay. All right, so that's that one. Let me back up a little so you can see. Okay, and okay, so that's those two. Let me keep these straight. I did the tickets, I did those. Moving along, let's do this little guy. Okay, this guy is very easy to do. So I took a piece of cardstock, and if you don't have cardstock, you can just double up on regular paper, glue a couple pages together, and then you're going to have the thickness you need. Maybe 2, maybe 3 pages, depending on the thickness of paper. You can even sew pages together. But this one was very easy to make. So all I did was I had a piece of cardstock, and then I had some dictionary page. Okay, so first of all, what I did was I cut the size of the piece that I wanted to use. So let me just cut that. And these can be any length. Remember, your altered paper clip will be half of the length of your strip. So just decide how long you want that to be. If I got enough here, maybe I'll go a little shorter. Okay, maybe I'll go there. Just to make sure I have enough paper. Okay, oh, I can move this. All right, I can move this. That was just for pretty purposes. Okay, it's gone. All right, so now I'm going to take this and I'm going to glue it on here. And the easiest way to do that is with a good old glue stick. That's right, our old friend, Scotch Create glue stick. That's right. Just my favorite. I just love him. He's kind of juicy and he just gets the job done. Okay, here we go. Any glue stick will work in this case. All right, just want to make sure I'm in the middle of text so that when I trim this off, I will be able to have just text hanging around. Okay, now you don't have to cut this. You could actually tear it with a little ruler if you wanted. Let's get a little shorter, don't need all that. And we don't need all this. No. Okay, now remember the inside you're not going to see. So I'm just going to come around here and I'm just going to glue the edges. That's where I want my papers to come in. So I'm going to glue the sides first. Let's put these down. It's a little gluey. Well, you know, we are working with glue, so it's going to be a little gluey. All right, here we go. And then I'm just going to glue these down. It's so thin, I don't even going to worry about, you know, hospital corners or any of that foo-foo stuff. No, we're just going to get in here and glue these pups down. There we go. It's all going to look good in the end. Okay. Oh, except for that little guy popped out. All right, so the little guy that popped out, we just handle him. There we go. There he's gone. Okay, so now what do? We're going to grab our paper clip, same technique. But this guy's just going to look totally different because we're working with different patterns and colors and things like that on him. So he's just going to look so different from the other ones. Little guy in the back. Okay. That's the right way. Nope. Turn around. Got to get my text so it comes up front right up. Okay, so little guy in the back. Whoop, no. Little guy in the back. Listen to your own instructions, Pam. I know. I was that kid. You know, not paying attention. What are you doing over there? I don't know. I'm lost. What's the assignment? Okay, and then we're going to fold it up. But first, I need to put some more glue down here so we can, you could Scotch Create glue stick it together. Probably a good idea to fold it so you know where that halfway point is. And there's really no such thing as too long in these cases unless you're talking 45 feet. But you can do these as long as the height of your book easily. Which makes for kind of a cool paper clip. You don't normally see paper clips like that, so it's a neat thing to add to your junk journals. Okay, there we go. Look, I got a little tail hanging out there because I'm not as accurate. And there we go. There's the back. So I already have my. I'll bring it closer, kind of hard. My dictionary page down. Nice. So I think I'm going to take black soot, this ink. And it kind of close. Okay. And I'm just going to ink it because I think it looks nice on the edging of the text and the different kinds of text that come in beautiful dictionary papers, which are so beautiful. And they're nice and thin. But when you mount them on something, then you can use them as a back for a collage or something like this. So don't forget your delicate papers. You can have many ways to use them. Now what I did was I put a word on there, and I think I used the word vintage. Yeah, I did. So here's my vintage stamp. I think I got it on Etsy somewhere. I don't know. And you can put it on like that. Now there is that paper clip in there, so kind of moosh it around a little bit. Not bad, Pam. All right, so there I go. I have one. Cute, huh? Did I do the back? Yes, I did the back too. So there you go. Here's the original, and here's this one. Okay, so I turned it the other way, but you know, hey, it was a free-for-all. So that is how you make that one. Very easy, right? Okay, so we're going up the evolutionary scale. What are we doing next? Okay, we'll do you next. Well, you're kind of like the other one. That's all right. This is one I also did with a DigiKit, and I just had a long strip. Actually, I know what I can do. and show you what the strip looked like. Okay, this is what it looked like. I think I started to print and I stopped for some reason. Maybe I had the wrong kit or something like that, but I ended up with a blank page on the bottom. So you can take a picture like this that maybe you only have printed, or some kind of picture at the top where it's white underneath, and you can just do the same thing. Fold this in half, put your paper clip in, and glue it together. So that is that in a nutshell. Now, okay, so I'm not going to show you that one because that's pretty self-explanatory, but this guy is when you don't have a whole lot around, but maybe you have some cardstock, or maybe you've doubled up on some copy paper, and you have a piece hanging around. This is just cardstock. And maybe I'm going to do it, oh, let's say this long, maybe that long. Okay, so I went this long. He's a little wider. That's okay. I just want you to know that's okay. It doesn't have to be skinny. It doesn't have to be skinny like your paper clip. You can make them wider. But this guy, I am going to put this is a rubber stamp. That's actually what that was. That was a rubber stamp. I'll show you the rubber stamp because I have it somewhere in the near vicinity of my mess. Where are you, rubber stamp? Hello, rubber stamp. Huh. You know, I don't know where the stuff goes. I don't take it off the desk, and I'm going to go, oh, there it was the whole time. Anyway, I'll get a different rubber stamp. That's what I'll do. Hey, yeah, me, go. Okay. Okay, so this one I might have to do a couple times. Okay, so I have this stamp. It's a very simple stamp, but let's just see what we got with this. Where is my... Yep, there's my... I found one thing. I found my foam mat. Okay, here we go. All right, for stamping purposes. Okay, so just take a rubber stamp of, you know, any rubber stamp of choice that you like. Doesn't matter. You can put multiple stamps on here. That's fine too. Okay, this is black soot. Okay, now let's put one in the middle first. Okay, and then we'll just put maybe a few more on here. Okay. Okay, maybe I'll have some coming down from the roof. Okay, this is just like a very, just a random design I'm putting on here. Just something fun. Because maybe that's all I have is one rubber stamp. But I can do a lot with one rubber stamp. That will not stop me. Remember, never let lack of a craft supply stop you. Now you want to let your ink dry for just a second. I'm going to smudge this. I know it. Oh, it's okay though. They'll forgive you. Tell them you're going to work it into the design. Okay. Oh my gosh, she's talking to herself. Okay, it's almost dry. Okay, let's put our paper clip on. And what do? Little guy on the inside of the back. Okay, folding over. Okay, and then folding, 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 folding. There we go. Okay, so now what do? We grab our Scotch tape. Okay, we're going to anchor our little guy down. So anchor your little guy. There, he's all anchored. He's good. And then we're going to come in with the glue. We're going to go around the world here. You only have to do one side because it's going to touch the other side. Okay, you can go over this if you want to. There's no reason why I'm avoiding the tape. I don't think you really need to, but you can. Okay, so there we go. Look at that. How pretty is that? So it's pretty on both sides already. And this one I did enhance with a little bit more inking. So let's just show that for fun. There's probably enough ink in here. But that kind of gives it a little vignette sort of look. And you've made something really precious and really special and very functional. So that's kind of cool. Where are we talking about? Okay, it's 23. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're rolling. Okay, so we have this one and we have this one. So they look very different, but it's the same concept used in multiple different ways. So even just with this one concept, you could do it like multiple different stamps, skinny ones, fat ones, long ones, or even different shapes. Like you could cut paper that is circular and do it that way too. Okay, so that's that one. All right, so let's do the next one. The next one is, let's see, where's that one? Okay, so this one, I did not have cardstock, and I wanted to show you what to do if you don't have cardstock. So this one is several book pages glued together, and you can stop there. I went ahead and I sewed it around, so that's how I made this one. All right, but maybe I'll just do the glue together part with you guys. All right, I have 3 strips And they should be right here. Oh, and they are. Life is looking good. We are back in action. I guess I took 3 pages of a book, and I want all the texty text to be on the outside. So that's pretty good. Yeah, we'll put you on the outside. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do, you're not a glue mat. You're not a glue mat. I know you want to be a glue mat, but you're not a glue mat. Maybe one day you're going to grow up and be a glue mat. Today is not that day. No. Okay, give me a glue mat. I need a glue mat. Okay, here we go. All right. So which one did I say? This one would be outside? Okay, so this is going to be the bottom one. So I'm going to take a... Oh, I'm going to show you my whole mess. There we go. Scotch Crate glue stick. Any glue stick will do. It's just easiest with a glue stick, I think. You can use other glues here. It's just like a little messier. You know what I mean? Okay, so that one's going to be that. Okay, now we're going to glue 2 pieces of paper together. This is how it's done. Yeah, look at it go. Just measure up the one side. And if you cut them all at the same time, they should match up perfectly. And if they don't match up perfectly, it's still okay. So now I'm going to put the piece that I really want on the top. This is the one that's going to show. Okay. Okay. And now, just going to line it up again, just like we did. And if you did your edges well, then you don't need to sew it. If you just put a few swipes of glue down the center, then you might want to come around and sew it. Okay, so now let's ink it. And maybe let's make this one. What haven't I used yet? I could do pink. All right, so this is Kitsch Flamingo. It's a new color I'm playing with. It's a new pink for me, maybe not new to the world, but new pink for me. And let's just get some. Oh, that's a weird sound. Okay. All right. I'm going to go around here. Maybe I'll do it opposite of what I did on the other one. I did a green border on the other one. Here's the other one. You're too far away. Come on in. Okay. Now we're up close and personal. And I'm just inking around. You don't need to ink the inside because we're going to fold it. Okay, so go ahead and fold it. Okay. Now you might want to go ahead and just do this new fold that you created on both sides. Okay. And now, before we stick our paperclip in there, maybe this is a good time to do some stenciling. And I had a little stencil, and I told myself, don't move it because you're going to need it. And I'm sure it's right here, anywhere. Here it is. Yep, here it is. Oh, yeah. Okay, I found the original. There. This is the, this was this. Okay, so now, not losing my mind? Okay, good. All right, well, mind is back. Okay. Okay, so this one I did pink with a little bit of green in the stenciling. Maybe this one I'll do a little bit of green with some pink. Yeah, just for fun. Okay, there's my green dauber, and here's my green ink. The color I'm using today is regular Distress ink peeled paint. And these are little tiny ones, so maybe I'm just going to use my regular dauber to do this, and I think I might get away with this. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to try these 2 as green. Okay, and maybe I'm going to do the other guy as pink. Oh, here we go. That's the Kitsch pink. Put you there. Let's see how we do. Oh, that looks very cute. See? All right, now we could keep going right up the, maybe we'll put a few more here. Maybe there's a lot of flying going on here on this one because it's a little longer. Maybe I just want to put a few more little guys on there. There we go. There, I think that looks great. And now here I put a little accent of a paper flower, and maybe this time I'll use maybe I'll use a paper flower because that's what I got right here. Okay, I'll use a paper flower. All right, so here is a little paper flower. It's going to glue him down. Maybe there. Yeah, he's going to be there. Okay, you know what I did? I glued this together and I forgot to put the paperclip in. No, I didn't glue it together yet. I am on track. Fear not, everyone. You just never know. Okay, here we go. Gluing this papery flower. Okay, it's probably way too much glue, but it's still going to look cute. Okay, there you go. All right, so now we're going to assess front and back. This is our back. That's the back. This is the front. The text is the right side up. Okay, now the back, everything's going to be upside on the back because of the way we're folding. There are ways to make it be right side up on both, but we're just not going to venture into that world on this video. We're just going to keep it super simple, super fun, super easy. You can crank these out. Okay, open it up. We're looking at the back. We put the little guy on the back. And then we tape them down. Okay, little guy on the back, tape him down. Okay, give a nice good squash there. Get your glue of favorite glue of choice. Go around the world on the inside. You can do a few sweepies if it's a big one. Across, and then close it up, and you are done. So very cute, very effective, just adorable. Okay? And I don't know if you can see it on here, but this one, oh, let me go this way. Okay. I sewed it. Can you see the sewing? It's white. Okay. That's what I had in the machine. I sewed it all the way around, and then when I folded it up, I went and sewed the bottom so it would have a seam there as well, but it's so tiny. It's so faint, you can't really even see it. But there we go. Very cute, very two simple ways of doing that if you do not have cardstock. Okay, so let's say if you don't have cardstock, you could use paper bag. That's a good option if you don't have cardstock, because some paper bag is thicker than regular paper. That might be your port in a storm. I would say use paper bag, and maybe we will use some paper bag. And oh, guess what? I've got some paper bag. Okay, so we will try some with a paper bag. Okay, so let's do this little guy next. Let's say you've got some cardstock or paper bag, and maybe we'll do paper bag this time. But this is an example. Oh, I know what I did here. Okay, so this is an example of showing how to use your base as a blank canvas, and then you can mount something bigger on top of it. Okay, so I didn't want to fold this picture in half. This kind of gets you out of that issue. If you want to see your whole picture, do this technique. Okay. So I took a field guide and I just looked for some pretty pictures, and here's a pretty little picture, right? So let's go ahead and just tear this out, because I like that torn look. That's always pretty, right? And okay, coming along. I'm gonna get this little guy out. Now I'm gonna try and pretend like I know which description belongs to this flower, which I don't, but it's okay because it's a junk journal, and I don't think anybody's gonna hold it against me if I have the wrong flower information. Maybe it's called a rattle box. Great, I got the great explanation. It was probably something like the pink puff of Paris, but no, I got the rattle box description, and it could be a rattle box. I don't know. Yeah, it kind of looks like a bunch of rattles. You know, if a baby would shake it. I'm going with it. Yep. I know somebody will let me know. You guys are awesome. Okay, so these are about the same thickness. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to make a small base, okay, that can be used for anything. And this is where your ideas can run absolutely wild. I'm going to do it first with cardstock, and then we will do it with paper bag and see how that goes. Okay, let me get some cardstock. All right, here's your cardstock. All right, I'm just going to cut a little strip of cardstock. It doesn't have to be big. I'll just cut these in. Okay. Okay. I've got a couple pieces of cardstock here. I only need one. All right, so I'm just going to take this as if I'm already done. I'm folding it in half, okay? And then I'm opening it up and I'm looking at the back. And now I take a paper clip and I put the little loop on the back. And then as tradition goes, can you see there's a bright light there? Sorry. No, it's just the way it is. Sorry. Okay, so you know what it is. It's this shiny. I don't need the glue mat there. That's what's causing the problem. Okay, here is the tape. Tape is coming down, and we got it down. Okay, so now we glue it together. Life is grand. And there you go. Okay, getting the edges. Very good. Okay, so now I have a blank slate. Now things can be mounted to this, and that's the whole idea. So maybe I have a piece of paper or another piece of cardstock, something like that. Maybe I have this piece of cardstock, not that piece of cardstock. I'll just get a bigger piece of cardstock. Whoop, drop something completely. Okay. What's this? Is that big enough? Not big enough. Go wider, Pam. Go wider, go home. Okay, I'm going wider. All right, I have this. This is wider. This is wider than this. But I'm going to glue this onto that. Yes. But first, I'm going to decide exactly where this all wants to live. Okay. So I have this. It's pretty much the same color. So maybe I want to make it a little bit different. Have it show up a little bit. So I'm going to, what color is that? Is that brown? Black soot. Okay. Let's do the brown first. I've got some, what's this? Walnut stain in oxide, okay? Because it's here. I'm just gonna go around and ink the edges, and that's gonna help this little innocent rattlebox flower, yep, rattlebox flower pop off this page. Isn't that pretty? It already looks nice, doesn't it? Okay, so let's go ahead and glue that down. You can glue it with a glue stick, or you can glue it with some Fabrifix. All is well. You just get that puppy down there. Okay. Okay. All right. There we go. There we go. Now this guy, I put his explanation on the back to give the back some decor. But maybe this guy, I don't know. Maybe I will put him on. I should maybe stay the same. I could put him on the front and just make it a really long one so you could see that. But I don't think it's going to be long enough. So I am going to go ahead and fold this guy in half. About like this is as much as I want to show on the front. So this extra, I can just cut off. Here goes. Actually, I don't need any of that. What am I don't even have to fold it. That was silly. Okay, you just have to cut the bottom off, wherever you want it, right? Okay. Now our base, which is here, okay, all we're gonna do is glue it to it. And we're just gonna make the top meet up with the top there. And that, again, is glue of choice. Pretty easy, right? So this is your blank canvas. You can glue anything to this. You can glue collages, you can glue clusters, you can glue all sorts of fun things to this piece, okay? And how do we do there? Not bad, not bad. Okay, so what I can do here, I probably could have gone longer. So what I did here was, this is my base, my extension held the explanation. Okay, but I don't have as much room here, so what I could do is I could just stick it here and glue it there, but I think I want to do the edges a bit. And it's going to be fine as long as you glue your edges down well. It should not interrupt the flow of your paper clip. So that's the big thing here. So sometimes in this situation, you can glue stick it, glue stick out towards the edges. That way you get your edges and all is well. And then if everything goes right and it's a good day, you can slide that little guy right in there and he's going to live there. Yeah, that's right. There you go. He's going to live right there. Let's put him in the right position. Okay. And that doesn't mean you don't have to be done with that there. You can go ahead and keep decorating on the back. Let's see. First of all, maybe I want to come around with some brown just to give it some color. Okay. And maybe I want to do the outside of this with a little bit of color. And these are perfectly functional, but very large, but very fun. Here's a little black soot in the corners maybe, just for a little accent. Maybe on the sides, just a smidge, a little smidge on the back. Okay, and maybe I want to just run that down there. I don't know, I just feel like I do. Like sometimes don't fight the fact that there's a fold or something showing. Accentuate it. Use it to your advantage. Yeah. And now we have this, which is very pretty. And what I did with this guy is I put, oh, he's so far away. I put liquid pearl drops, and of course I smushed them. But you can use those to look like it's riveted in the corners. And I also put some down here on either side just to show off the paperclip. Why hide it? Why hide it? Why not amplify the fact that, yes, I know this is a paperclip. You know this is a paperclip. We all know it's a paperclip. Now I'm going to decorate the back on this one just so you can see. This is liquid pearls in bronze. Okay. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to do some random decorating. Not necessarily going to make any sense to anybody, but I'm just going to follow the edge of this torn paper. I think it's kind of pretty. Okay, there we go. So maybe just leave it like that. All right, so you could do something like that, or you could keep going and put more, but remember you just don't want anything to impede your paperclip slippage there. But that's a fun way to do these. So you can see you can really use fun things, little pictures. You're not limited by the size of your base. You can glue bigger, you can glue bigger things onto it and still use the whole picture and not fold your picture. That's what I'm trying to show you here. You can also decorate the back and the front, and I'm going to let that air dry face up. So we have that one done. And where are we time-wise? Okay, we're gonna go maybe a little long on this one, but I got a lot to show you. So if you want to hang out, please feel free. If you gotta go, I totally understand. Let me just shrink up a little bit. Oh, there. Okay, that's good. Because I do want to show you the stamp one, and I think that's a kind of a fun one because you can collect stamps from the mail that comes, the post mail that comes into your front door. Yes, you can collect that. Maybe you have a bag of old stamps around from crafting and you never knew what to do with them. Well, here is something. Okay, so let me see if I've got a pile of stamps. Oh, look at that. I'm organized. I got a pile of stamps. You can use any size stamps. You just want to make sure, there are no rules, but you might want to make your pieces, your stamps, just the same width or a little bit wider than your piece. Okay, I'm just going to cut a piece. Here I have a piece. I just cut, this is cardstock again. It's just very easy to work with for these. I'm going to fold it in. Well, actually, you don't really have to. Yeah, let's fold it so we know exactly what we're talking about here. Okay. And then let's go ahead and just set up base camp. We're setting up base camp with a paper clip. Am I out of paper clips now? Did I use every one of them? No, tell me not. Oh, there's one. Okay. Little guy, little loop on the inside back cover. Okay. Nope, take him off. Take him off. No, we're going to decorate them with stamps first, and then we're going to apply that. Okay, so let's do this. Things change on the fly here, let me tell you. I mean, techniques are different depending on what you're making. Okay, so this is going to be a long one. Okay, I already have the fold, so I know where my stuff will turn around. And because we are gluing little pictures or little punch outs or little stamps or stickers or something to this, we can control the orientation. Okay, so let's say we have too far. Okay, this Christmas stamp at the top, right width here. And let's see, we have, say, Indiana. I don't know what this is. Bicentennial. Okay, then we have, those are kind of pretty. Okay, yeah, you go there. And then we have something to there. So I can see as far as I can go there. And then it's going to fold. Okay, and I can go on the back. And then I can just decorate my way up. Here is American wool. Very nice. Cute little stamp. I'm stuck to my thing. There we go. Indiana, coming home. Hey, there you go. Hello, everybody from Indiana. We got your stamp. We got your stamp on here. Let me get it straight here. Not very straight. And if it doesn't quite go to the edge, it's okay because we can ink it up. You know, we have our ways. We have our ways. Okay. This guy, I think he might just maybe I'll take him to the top, and then I'll put somebody in the middle. Maybe him. He's going to have to come out. He's going to do a crossover. Okay. I'll just put you, there we go. So these are just kind of random hodgepodge, but they kind of look cool. And you could ink them all up separately as well. Now, that's going to show because those are wider. Okay, what are you going to do about that? Well, I'm going to glue something on there. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue something on there. Here we go. Here's a nice little pretty piece of flower or something. And that will go just perfectly in there. How about this? All right, see, these things happen sometimes because you change your plan as you're making it, and there you go. Okay, so what do we got? It's not big enough, Pam. It's not big enough. It's not bad, though. It's not bad. Okay, maybe we're going to do that. Well, we need a bigger piece. All right, go get a bigger piece. All right, can I use this? Maybe. Yeah, you can totally do that. All right, why don't we glue that down there? Okay, let's just glue that down there. And let's put this on, and then we'll figure out exactly where it needs to go to. Okay, there we go. Changefulness. There we go, changefulness. All right. Okay. Yes, I think it's kind of going to look kind of cool. Yeah, it's going to be kind of neat. Okay, so anyway, there. Nope, apparently we have all that. All right, let's look this way. This is where paperclip is going to go, like this. Okay, so that works. Now let's ink it up a little bit. I'm going to use a walnut stain. Okay. And this will just help it pop from the paper that it's lying on. And there's a million and one ways you could do this stamp idea, but I just wanted to show you if you did a long thing collaged with many little pictures, how you could pull it all together. Okay, so this is going to be my front. Okay, this is going to be front of my paper clip. And put a little bit of black ink on that one. Okay, a little bit there. Okay, and now we are going to come in with the same technique we've used forevermore. We're going to put the little guy on the inside. And then we're going to come along and we are going to tape him down, secure his little patootie to that. And then we are going to come along and glue. Actually, I think I'm going to glue this side because I can see where the glue has to go. All right, there we are. And we're pretty much done. Okay, let's fold it up, squash it, okay, and there's our paper clip. Okay, so let's just straighten it out a little bit. Okay, so what would that look like, you said? And I will show you. Let's just do an example here of what this might look like in a journal. So you can just come along, and it's very easy to stick onto a journal page. So you could tuck fun things. And who doesn't love to tuck fun things? I know, right? Like you could tuck a little letter or something like it. Wouldn't that be so cute? That would just be so cute. So they are very versatile. You can orient the paper clip to work north to south, or you could put your designs on the paper clip so it works better east to west, or you could also do it west to east. Or even south to north if you wanted to. Okay, so there you go. I think that gives you a good explanation of all the different, not all, but we've only we've barely broken the surface. I mean, here's a couple things we didn't have an opportunity to try, but maybe we'll try in another day. If you don't have cardstock, you can take playing card. Playing card makes a great, I wanted to show you the round one. What time is it? Oh, I'm just going to go for it. Should I go for it? Okay, I'll go for it. So the round one, this one works with, let's say you have a paper punch, a 2.5 inch. Is this 2.5 inch? I always have to measure. Nope, it's a 3-inch paper punch, okay? And let's say you have some scrapbook paper that you want to make something out of. Well, you just come along and you punch a couple holes. They're going to be exactly the same size, which is wonderful, and you don't even have to worry about the fold thing. Okay, nope, don't even have to worry about it. What we're going to do is we're just going to take our 2 circles. We're going to get our paper clip. I'm just going to use a small one because that's all I have right now. And I'm going to put that little one on the inside like we do, okay? And then I'm going to glue together. So your 2 pieces can be separate. That's what I'm trying to show you with this. And they can also be any shape. So you have just broken out into the free world. You can do anything on these. There you are done. Your paper clip is ready to go. So where is that little round one I just made? Yep, gone. It's just one of those days, you just move something and it just disappears. It was a really cute, oh my God, it's right in front of me. Okay, so maybe you want to ink it up just to give some hueing on the edges. This looks like our green earth, something like that, very pretty. And then you can put some things on it. I mean, maybe you have stickers, maybe you have stamps, maybe you have, little pretty pictures from books, things like that. Whatever it is you have. You could put a stamp on there. You can put, let me get a sticker. Let's see. Oh, here's a pretty sticker. Let's use this one. Okay, let's use this one. All right, I have 3. Let's just see what makes most sense. Let's just put some stickers on here, see what looks good. I'm dancing all over my papers. Okay, so I think you kind of look cute. With a little leaf, made a little leaf. You look cute. Put a couple stickers on there. And maybe a word or something, or I put a little fabric on that one. Okay, I'll probably glue this down with, see where my paper clip is, make sure that, see how they don't stick that well? It's always a good idea to come in here and do the glue stick on the back of the sticker. Okay, I'll put you there. Put you there. Oh, that would look pretty. Oh, I like that. Okay, we'll do that. I don't even know why we take the backs off. It's almost, I don't know. Maybe we could just glue the back on and it would probably stay. I think it would. Okay. Okay, there. That's very cute. Okay, we have that. And then maybe we want to put, I did say I was going to do paper bag. But basically you can use the paper bag anywhere you can use the cardstock. I would comfortably say that in most circles that will work. Okay, so what else can I put on there? Oh, I know what I want to put on. A word. I just got to remember where I put them. I'm not 100% sure. If I don't find them in 10 seconds or less, we'll just make one. Okay, maybe I'll do that. Okay. I haven't done this yet. Let me try this. Let's see if this works. I'm going to take a piece of seam binding. It's undyed. It's virgin seam binding. But I'm going to take a word like dream. Let's see if we can stamp it with black soot. So that'll work or it'll all bleed funny. Let's see. Oh, it worked pretty good. So you can do that. Okay. And then you can take your little scissors. You can trim that off. And in this case, I'd probably use some glue stick to glue this little guy down, because anything wetter than that might bleed through seam binding because it's so thin. I'm not even going to touch that because I know it is all wet still. Let's see, what angle do we want to put this on? That's good. Okay, so let's just put some glue stick down there. And we are done. There you go, folks. Try not to smudge it, Pam. Try not to smudge it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, really cute, right? Very cute, very functional, and a million, there's just no stopping you. Once you get started, you'll be like, oh, I can do that. I could do different shapes, and I can do playing cards as my base, and I can do game cards as my, don't turn that over, game cards as my base, and I could use dictionary, and I can sew them, and I can use digikits, and I can use stamps, and here's one I made with a calendar, and dictionary. You could also use music page. That would look really cool. And here's one from a digikit. Just showing you some examples here of what you can do. Rubber stamps. If I have rubber stamps and just plain paper, I can even make them, because nothing will stop me. Why? Why, you ask? Because I am a crafter, and I am inventive, and I will create things as I go forth in the world. This is what I tell myself. And that's the wrong lid. You just never know what you're going to come out with at the other end, but I hope you had fun along the way. I hope this was a little foray into something we can all use more of, or a few little cute little paper clips that go into our junk journals. So there you go, folks. What? What's that? You have something to say? But we've been on so long and they have to go. But you insist? All right, come here. Okay. Oh, all right. Now you look very insistent, like a sack of potatoes. Okay, here he comes, Mr. Insistent. Hello, everybody. It is Sunshine here, and I just wanted to give you a little ear wiggle. That's a whole head wiggle, but it's an ear wiggle. Oh, I look like a chow. Look at me. Yep. Mom, stop squeezing my head. Okay. Love y'all. Bye. Okay, that was very quick, very concise, and to the point. Thank you very much. Okay, so I have a new link in the bottom. If you're looking for all my links, just click on the Linktree link, and that will open up everything. It's in the description box down below. My videos come out Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Podcasts come out Tuesdays and Thursdays. Hey, if you haven't signed up for the newsletter, make sure you sign up for the newsletter. Why? Because you get a free digital image emailed to you every month, along with, I've just newly added the page of ideas list. So if you're following along with the never endless supply of ideas for your junk journal pages, that list will be in there now forever in the newsletter. So go ahead and sign up for that. You're also going to get your note from the bookmaker explaining what a junk journal is and how to use it. Checklist of supplies, updates from me, peeks at digikits, all of that wonderful stuff. And also, I have an Amazon shop where you're going to find journals, journal bundles when I have them available. You're also going to find FUNDLEs, which are collections of interesting, unique, and old papers that you might like to use in your junk journals. I also have an Amazon shop where you're going to find my favorite tools and supplies, my craft storage ideas, interesting books that junk journalers love to use, field guides, Edith Holden, Sears Roebuck catalogs, things like that, that are fun to pull from for your junk journals. And also, I have a Facebook group. Come and join our Facebook group. We're having fun doing weekly and monthly challenges over there. And you're welcome to lurk and show us what you make from these videos. And all my links are in the drop-down description box below. And you can find me on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. And I have a merchandise store if you like the Create with Reckless Abandon or the Paper Outpost on it. You can find yourself an awesome t-shirt or sweatshirt or tote or mug. And remember, most of all, that fun can be simple, and create with reckless abandon, everybody. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.